Did you know what had happened at Apalachee?
At that time, I was only made aware that there had been an active shooter incident in which multiple people had been injured.
And what happened when you arrived at the residence?
Myself and Deputy Bazinet approached the residence. He knocked on the front door. I went to the side entrance near the garage carport area.
And did someone come out?
Yes.
Okay. And who was it that came out?
It was I believe it's Colin Gray.
And did you say anything to him when he came out?
I explained who we were and that we were there with the Sheriff's Department and that he was not free to leave at that time.
Did he say anything to you?
Yes.
What did he say?
I believe it was something along the lines of he knew something had occurred. His daughter had texted him saying that the school was on lockdown and he was hoping to God that his son hadn't done anything.
Did you ask him any questions about what was in the house?
Yes.
What did you ask him?
I asked him if there were any people, animals, or weapons inside the residence.
And what did he tell you?
He told me there was no other people, no other animals. There were 2 firearms located inside the residence.
What was your purpose to do at that time?
My purpose was to simply detain him until we had additional resources there to do whatever was needed at that residence.
Did the school have any issues with Colt and that online, or not the online, but the at-home learning?
He was not consistent with doing the assignments.
Did something specific happen in August of that year?
Yes. Our district has a program on all the school devices that monitor searches. And if words such as death or guns or drugs or any of those words sort of throws up a flag to the administrative staff and the counselors for us to follow up with.
And did that happen with Colt?
It did.
And what was the word that flagged?
The first word that flagged was abuse.
When was the search done?
The search was done on the night previously, I think. And then when we came in that morning, we saw the alert and we began to follow up on it.
Okay. And was there a second search after the word abuse?
Yes. It was how to kill your dad.
So what do you do about that?
Okay, if he's at school, we would immediately brought him in and talked with him. Since he was not at school, I attempted to get in touch with him, I guess by phone. I did not get a response. I tried to get in touch with his mom. We did not get a response, and so it was decided that we would send a resource officer from the school to the home to make sure that everyone was safe.
And what was your understanding of how things were at the home?
He found everyone to be safe. He talked with Mom and then came back and let us know that everything was safe.
Do you know whether anyone ever contacted Colin Gray about what his son said?
I did not. I did talk with the mom, and Mom was aware.
Mom was aware, but do you know whether he was ever aware?
I did not talk to him.
There was a situation where he went into actually 2 different restrooms and used markers, and I think a pink marker. He defaced some chalk pens to do graffiti and different things. They were on the walls, the stalls, the toilets, and just sort of destroyed the bathroom that way.
Okay, so this was a little under 3 weeks after he started at the school?
Correct.
Did y'all ever determine what the wording was referencing or what it was or anything like that?
Not really. He was in ISS for 4 days, and we invoiced his parents to help pay for the painting.